Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky as we take a look at the game, the various things that we can do in this game, and the various mechanics. So, last time we took a look at freighter building and I did the basics of building a freighter. I've done a lot of work off camera right now, you know, in the meantime. And I figure I'd share with you how I brought those two major rooms to life and then also did some more work. So cool, let's do it. So here we are back up on the bridge. There's our beloved commander, our navigator, and here is, and I lit it all up with green lights and all that, so when you get to the ship you know where to go. Boom, we head on in. Now, functionally, everything's the same. All the major things that we added yesterday, nothing has been removed or changed, but we added a lot of fun stuff and useful stuff. Like some of the useful stuff is the hazard protection unit. And a little first aid kit there, you know, in case you're hurt and come in and heal yourself up. And then we added a lot of cool things like stickers, lights. So we got green lights over these doors, decal on the floor there. And oh, what's that, a door? Yeah, there's a door over there and one behind there too, but we'll look at that in a minute. And we got some posters, all kinds of fun stuff, just trying to breathe a little life into the game. And as you can see, we've got 5 missions out and none of them are ready to be called back yet. I just checked. I think I got about 40 minutes or so before one of these comes in, so once this video's done, I'll be able to bring them in and move on. Nice little work desk here with some cool stuff on it. A little oscillator thing, made it real big. That's something you can do with a lot of things in this game, is to make them larger or smaller. I made this poster larger. A little workstation here. Put doors in between each area, little bulkhead doors, which is kind of cool. And, you know, just added little touches, lights here and there. Little sitting area for our scientists when they do too much science and get tired. Here's where they can have a snack. All kinds of computer screens and statues and, you know, this nice big globe here. And I love this aquarium. It just gives a peaceful resonance to the room. So yeah, a lot of fun, cool little things in this ship. Okay, we got some more posters over here. Computer screens, and now let's go into the guts of the ship. Now, wow, this has changed a lot. Now, one thing we did is we added the stellar extractors. I know I spoke about them, but I added them, and I put 5 on each side. They're really nothing spectacular, but aesthetically they look cool, and I put these oscillators in between them. And it looks like an engine room now, I think. You know, at least that's what I think. And again, we've got the occasional poster. This I like, this lift here. A ladder over there. Industrial looking lighting and banners and a Jenny running and, you know, just cool stuff like that. Oh, little fires. Probably not a good thing on a spaceship, but hey. And again, we got posters. All kinds of fun stuff here, right? I had these back corners that were opened up, and I was like, oh, you know, I got to put some stuff in here. Excuse me. So I just kind of got decorative there. I put in this weird sample thing I found from one of the freighter runs. That's where that came from, and this shelving unit and this crate. And then over here we got various crates and boxes and a little cart and a little heater thing, a little stack of extra wheels for the cart. So all in all, just a very industrial looking area. You know, that's what I was going for here, and I hope I captured it. Let me know what you think down below in the comments if you like this look. But that's not all I did. So I added on this little back area, and here I threw in the Exocraft summoning room. I forget what it's called exactly. I threw some windows on it. The windows are great. Oh, and by the way, I threw windows in that front area. I forgot to show that. Let's go back there real quick and do that. Yeah, it's a big freighter, and we're not done yet. There's plenty more. So yeah, as you can see, we've got windows, so you can look out and see the beauty of space. Okay. For the scientists and researchers, if you're one of these poor bastards working down here, you got nothing but industrial mumbo jumbo. Yeah. Loving it. Okay. Here we got the Viking, the Gag, the Korak, Korak and all that. Boom. Alright, we can go upstairs now. To the second floor. What's up here, you wonder? Da-da-dong! That's not what you think. Okay. Again, we got windows looking out. You can see the planet. Look how cool that is. And I love the look of the windows. They look industrial. They look like the kind of windows you'd expect to see on this thick, slight distortion to them. They're obviously multi-paned. Little bit of scratches on them and dirt and whatnot. It's pretty cool. But this is the garden. So I had a base that grew every type of plant you could grow in the game, and there are these domes that you can plant 16 of each plant in it. And so I had one dome for each type of plant, just in case I ever needed that stuff. I ended up destroying that base once I built this, because I put 4 of these down, which of course with 4 allows you to grow 16 different plants. Put our little farmer guy here. Hello, he's got a little visual glitching going on. Okay. And then I put some neat little tidbits in here just to kind of look cool. They're not really growing anything. That's actually a hut. That's where the little people live. Hello. But as you can see, we've got just a butt ton of plants in here. I like these tubes. I put them in there. It looks kind of like an irrigation system for this area. I mean, look at all this. It's just, I like this room. I think this room came out fantastic. It is definitely probably my favorite room I've built so far. Some of these decorative plants. Yeah, look at it all. Again, the windows. Beauty, right? There's the nip to make some extra money. I'm probably going to put another row behind here, maybe 2, and plant. That'll be what, 5 across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I might do that and plant some more nip, because nip is a great way to make a few bucks. But it takes a lot to get up here, right? If you want to just come in and take care of all your plants and all that. Oh, but we got a door here. There's got to be a better way. Well, I put a better way in, but we'll look at that later. First off, let's go outside. Is that that's a teleporter. Okay. Spoiler alert. So here we are in outer space, and as you can see, I've got room to go 2 more rooms out. Excuse me, without messing anything up. So that's kind of cool. Here we are walking along the outside of the ship, just minding our business. Freighters everywhere. The footsteps are kind of muffled. It's kind of cool. Totally digging it. Then we got another teleporter here. That takes us up. See, we were just down there. That takes us up yet another level. So we're 3 levels high now. See, we can fly up to the top and get a full look around. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You got to be careful when you do this, though, because if you screw up, you could easily end up glitching into the ship. It happened to me earlier. And, yeah, you don't want that to happen. So, this room is not done. This I just kind of got started with, and I'm not sure how I want to go with it, but it's kind of a crew quarter thing. Obviously, there's not enough sleeping space for everybody, so they have to sleep in shifts, and unfortunately, nobody shows up here. I don't know what to do to make that happen. Maybe I need a physical connection, like a staircase or something, or, well, there's no staircases yet, but I know that's coming out in a patch soon, so maybe when that happens, it'll get them up here. Maybe they don't take the teleporter naturally. So let's head back down. And look, we can see right inside our little greenhouse. The greenhouse, I love it. Absolutely love it. That was a lot of fun. And when I first put it together, oh, this was aggravating. See the lighting? Well, it's all straight, but when I first put it together, it was a mishmash of, you know, going one way and then some going the other way, and I just had to delete a lot of it and make sure I turned it. I wasn't really paying attention. Didn't realize what a factor that would be. If you look at if you look in here, you'll notice that happened here. See, some of these are going one way, some are going the other way, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it that I can say, yeah, that's a pattern. It's just, okay, I screwed up. So anyway, back to the bottom floor. Here we are again. There's the teleporter that brings us up. And I put some glitches out here. That's what this is. Glitches you find on specific types of planets. You can pick them up, put them into your inventory, and then place them down and pick them up again by pushing the R3 button. And as always, I'm on the PlayStation 5. Now put it back into your inventory, and you can move it somewhere else. You can put them on bases, and obviously put them here. And I think they're cool looking. There's 10 total. I believe, I could be wrong, I've got 9 of them. So I've got 5 on this side, and then on the other side of the ship, oh, let's do it like this. Let's just take a friendly jog if you want to get your exercise in. Little spotlights on them. That's how we go up to the crew quarter and all that. Come through here, bingo. See, there's that room. Come out here. Then we got the rest of the glitches, but this first one here is something I got by using Quicksilver. It's not a glitch, but it's just a placeholder until I get to the planet with the last glitch. I just haven't got lucky yet. And I got a lot more of these things. I'm just waiting on, you know, other ways to display them. I could put them at bases. I could make a museum type room. We'll see. So yeah, this is all going to be more greenhouse eventually. And then up here, my plan is to build my quarters eventually. So that'll round out everything here. Looks like we've got some clipping going on here, but that's okay. Really can't see anything, and my room will not be there, so that's fine. That won't have a negative impact. So that's it so far. It was a lot of fun putting this together, decorating it. Not done yet. Got the fish tank, but getting close. So something I learned, and I should have noticed this yesterday, and I didn't, but hey, I'll pass it on to you anyway. So we got 3 basic types of room tech, right? You got the high tech, the agricultural, and the industrial. Those are the only types of rooms other than your hallways and whatnot and catwalks. That's why we had the problem with going up and down into different rooms. Is I believe in the beginning I used the industrial room expansions. And let's go over here. As you can see, everything here has a little path down into it. So everything here is at the same level. That's why it works. Agricultural room, everything's the same level. I didn't put one of these down here, excuse me, to compare, because it just didn't seem necessary. It's obvious that there's some kind of difference. Maybe these will blend in with the others perfectly, like probably the high-tech, high-tech one getting hiccups. But I don't know. But then again, all these are the same height. That's why we were able to achieve these larger rooms and not have those silly walls between them and little archways and all that that made things tough to get around. And I managed to keep this room, I mean, I put a lot of decoration in it and all, but I didn't want to overcrowd it. You know, I've definitely got some straight paths, you got decent line of sight and all that, and that's exactly what I wanted for this room. So I'm very happy about all that. So that is pretty much the extent of what I've done with this freighter so far. Now, you may ask yourself, how do I get all of these parts? Now, they're not horribly expensive. I think they're all one Salvaged Freighter module. Maybe there's a couple that are two, but if I remember correctly, they were all one. So you're really not looking at much. But freighter modules are not easy to come by. So in this video, we're also going to show you one of the best ways to get them. Now, I've got a base in a system that has a good derelict freighter in it. Now, you can look around and find different different derelict freighters out there, and I'll show you how to go about getting them once we get to our location. In fact, I kind of messed this up, but anyway, we wanted to get here first anyway to get into the right system. Yeah, got a little music playing. Woohoo! All right. Get out of here. And the way you do this, the first thing you need to do is get this, an emergency broadcast receiver. You have to have one of those in your inventory. If you don't have one of those in your inventory, then you're probably not going to find a freighter. You may come across one while you're pulsing around by chance, but yeah, there's not much chance of that. You can get one of these free from the Anomaly every week. Helios, I believe, has it, the guy that looks like Groot. He gives you one free every week. Or you can buy them in an unlimited number from a vendor here at the space station. And his location, you go in, you'll turn around. When you turn around, he'll be the one on your right-hand side that's kind of got like this little straw market look to it. He's not an established vendor like the rest of the guys with a little storefront. So let's zip on up in here. Bingo. And here he is. And as you can see, the first one costs $5 million. The second one is, I think, 10, then 20, and eventually, as you buy more during the same day, 30 million units apiece. Which is a lot of money, but once you get going, it's not a lot of money. I mean, I'm spending anywhere from 200 million to $1 billion simply on a whale frigate. And yeah, we're going to get to that eventually. So, you get out into your ship. You tune a signal by holding down the square on the PlayStation, and then engage the pulse drive. You'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see when there is, see, you got it, detected, emergency broadcast. We drop out, and here we've got a freighter. Now, I found this freighter on YouTube. I'm not going to give locations and all that or anything because this is somebody else's work, but this is one that I chose to find. I had another one before it that I liked, but this one's better. And so you can go ahead and look on YouTube. Jason Plays has a video on this. He's a great YouTuber, does a lot of No Man's Sky stuff. He's the one that turned me onto this. So the way these freighters work, you go inside, get your free supplies here, 3 repair kits, which may not come in handy right now, but they will later. And then I'll collect the emergency supplies because I get some batteries and I think something for the health. Unseal the door. And away we go. We wait for that to open up. And I'm getting my bulkcaster ready. Most of these have some kind of something in it you have to fight. A lot of them have these weird, crazy little creatures that are just horrible. Others don't. They have these kind of things, which are automated defense turrets. So we go in, and we're looking for a specific... Let me just take this down real quick. Yeah. All right. So we're looking for a specific type of container which can have the salvaged frigate modules in it, and that's what you use to spend. And this is it right here. Most of the time, they're not going to have them. Oh, look at that. We got one already. That's nice. That's pretty quick. I've gotten as few as 0 and as many as 3 in a run so far, just to give you an idea of what to expect. This particular derelict freighter isn't bad. Some of them are really bad if they have these little creepy monsters you have to fight. You always have to look out for the cold. You can have heating units in here if you don't have any thermal protection. They're located all over the place very conveniently. And when you start to run low on your thermal protection, you just stand next to one for a little bit and it'll revitalize it. So again, blue crates, they're everywhere. Take a quick look around the room. There's no defenses in here. I do my scan so I can kind of get an idea of what's in this room. And, you know, we just make our way through. And there's a nice little bonus at the end that we are going for. You got to get these log snippets. They allow you to progress and get to the end of the mission. Gather all this fun stuff up and just keep walking. Now, if you really just want the frigate modules, all you have to do is open these. You won't get frigate modules out of this or these little briefcase-looking things. That's not where they spawn. So it's up to you. But I like to come through because a lot of stuff you get in here is useful. You'll make money. You'll make a ton of nanites in here. You'll get things that you can break down into nanites, or the jelly that you can turn into runaway mold. So there's a lot to be said about being diligent in here. And if you find a good one like this that isn't too big and doesn't have the little slimy monsters in it, you're doing great. This sign up here, this is representative of a dead end, a closet, or other type of room. Always good to go into one of those. See, my thermal protection's falling now. So as you can see, it goes pretty quick in here once that wears off. We go into the next room. This room and this one is huge. A lot of stuff in here. Now I could refill my thermal protection, but I like to live dangerously. But we'll show you just in case you don't have that kind of stuff. Little heating unit, warm up real quick, pops you right up, you're good to go. I always recommend turning those on as you're going through, just in case. What if you forgot to bring enough dioxide to replenish your thermal protection or something silly like that? Little bad guys. Those aren't the slimy... What am I hitting? Those aren't the slimy guys I was talking about earlier that are really bad. No purple up here, so we don't want to go into that yet. We want to look around and see if there's a room with purple above it. You see that little guy up there? A little remote sentry. They can hurt you. Keep grabbing all these logs as we go through. We got our security credentials, which are important. He's dead. And we also want to activate teleport terminals and record terminals. And then we're going to fast forward through this. I mean, all these things have similar storylines and whatnot. I've probably been through this one a dozen times. I update the bioscan, and that will give me the permission to do what I need to do later on. All right, we good? We good. Cool. Got the crew manifesto. So now we move on. Here's another little log. We'll go through it. I'm not sure what logs are important and which ones aren't. If they're randomized, I grab them all as I go through. It's a few more seconds. No big deal. If you want to speed run it, have at it. Speed run it. Be my guest. It's cool. I hear you. Where are you? Look at him hiding in the walls there. All right. Now, if you're unsure of what you've gotten, you know, before you leave a room, I always like to hit the L3 button, and boxes you haven't grabbed yet and data points will show up. So just remember how many data points you got in a room so you don't waste your time going back to pick up the same ones and read them again. Like I said, it's a few seconds of your life. It's not a big deal, but quite frankly, that few seconds feels a lot longer when it's the second time you've read the same data point, you know? So there we go. Go ahead and we refilled our thermal protection. That's really all you got to worry about here is a little damage from bad guys if you're not careful. And I did have one time those little sentry bots. I did have one run through where I walked into a small room, and I think it's the next one I'm going into. There's like 9 of them in there, and they put a hurting on me. Most of the time, they take my damage, you know, take my health down a little bit. That one turret in the beginning, I just stand there and tank it because I know he's not gonna take me down before I kill him. No, this wasn't the one. But yeah, in any case, it's be a little bit challenging, you know. When all those guys showed up in that one time, that was rough. Here's another log. Run through it real quick. Blah 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 blah. Okay. And then I know there's one. There you are. Can I access you? Get out of my way. There we go. Do a quick check. Now you saw the little box appeared showing that these weren't open, but it goes away after a second. On the initial push, it'll show it, and then afterward it goes away. Alright, so let's move on. Now these are procedurally generated, these derelict freighters. So every time you go into one, if you find one that you particularly like in a system, go ahead and, like, I put a base in this system and named it, and gave it a name so I would know what it was, you know, that it's here, there's a derelict freighter, and the derelict freighter has a prize at the end, and this one seems to give out an S-class prize all the time. And like I said, if you want to check out how to do that, go check out Jason Plays. He will gladly show you. I'm not here to, you know, make the same video he did and do a lesser job of it. Alright, moving on. We got a second teleporter, second computer. We're going to activate it. And it doesn't matter what you say there, unknown, deceased, whatever. Same thing is you get a fabricated ID, and that allows you to move on. Okay, we're done talking? Yep, nope, we're still talking. Excuse me. Yeah, we're still talking. Okay, that's the captain's log. I got a couple more boxes up here. Done and done. And then here's another purple room. This is the one that got me last time. There's a whole bunch of those dudes in there. Those purple guys are, or those green guys are nothing. Alright, so we'll go there. Boom. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, this is definitely the room, because I was in this corner and they just creamed me. Okay. I think there's a couple data logs in here too. Again, I don't remember if they're important or not. If you want to figure that out on your own, go for it when you do these. To me, it's a few extra seconds. Not a big deal. I'm not here to speed run this. We're getting very close to the end now. I hear another one of those bots. And away we go. That's done. All right. Anything else left in this room? Nope, doesn't look like we missed anything, so cool. Let me fill our little protection there. And now, again, that was the purple room. Now we move on into the number 3 room, and as you can see in the bottom right, we've got 6 to 7 zones mapped, the crew manifest, and the captain's log recovered. And here's the final room. So we keep going. Run around the room, basically, gather everything as we come across it. Alright, hello. Oh, look at that, another salvaged frigate module. That's fantastic. So that's at least 2 this time around, right? 4? I think I already had 1. Yeah, I had 1 from a mission earlier, so I think we picked up 3, which is, yeah, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. But here we are. Oh, almost forgot this puppy. Get it there. Look around the room. Nothing left. Here's the final computer thing. So we'll go ahead and activate it. Now, when you get to the end of one of these, if you haven't done these before, there's a few different things you can do. You can fabricate a technology upgrade, and what that does is that gives you an upgrade for your frigate, much like you get for your ship, your multi-tool, and everything else. That will give, what these do is they give your frigates a bonus when they're out on a mission, and I'll show you what those are like. I'm not going to get that right now because what I need right now is freighter bulkheads. These make your freighter have more storage in it, whether it be under its technology, its main storage, or its deep storage. Or if you've got a fully maxed out frigate, you don't need any of that. You can just extract nanites. But right now we're going to get the bulkhead because I'm going to do those for a little while because I kind of want to make it larger. I'm going to come here, activate this, enter it, and then head back out to my ship. And here we are. The cardinal sin. All right. So I could simply take off for a little while right here and fly away for a little bit, activate that again if you have multiples of it, and that same exact derelict freighter will appear, and I can do this over and over and over until I get bored and then want to move on to something else. But for the sake of this video, we're only going to do one run right now, of course. I'll show you a couple things you can do when you get back to civilization, so to speak. And we're going to look at what we picked up on here. I think I had a clean inventory. If not, I didn't have much. But so these are the type of things you get. Repair kits, life support. You get those right in the beginning, as well as the ion batteries. You'll get these decommissioned circuit boards. Look at that, 900,000 for that, 23,000. Larval cores, which are great because you can just put them in your portable refiner and instantly turn into nanites, right? Same thing with Hadal cores. Or cores. Boom, look at that. Nanites. Did we get any? No. Oh yeah, hypnotic eyes. So hypnotic eyes turn into living slime, which I put into my suit because I hold that until I get a bunch of it. We get a variety of modules. These are crappy little modules we got this time. They vary randomly in there. I don't know if I never really pay attention to them because that's not why I'm in there. I just come up, find the first guy I can, blah blah blah, yes, and then I'm going to sell you these garbage modules for some more nanites. I just spent a bunch of them today, so I'm running loose. And then we come to this guy. See, he's got that little thing above his head there. So we can sell him the crew manifest and the captain's log. Goes the crew manifest. And the captain's log. And what do we get for that? We get tainted metal. And tainted metal is something that we can use with him to buy stuff. We purchase old scrap. So there's a lot of decorative things you can have. Then there's specific X modules, bulk caster, launch thruster. I imagine these are different for different systems. I'll have to look at that. I really never paid attention. You can buy more repair kits or suspicious packets, you know. And these will give you stuff like goods can be some kind of illegal good that's worth a lot of money. Technology, weaponry, those can be mods, you know, that you put it into like into your tool here. Like here's some X mods. These are black market modifications. Okay, real simple. Now another thing you can do if you don't want to sell to him, you can go across the way and sell to one of the guys over there. You'll gain some rep with whatever race runs this area. And I'll save off real quick. Yeah, you'll gain a little reputation with them, and I believe he throws in a handful of nanites too. So it's really up to you. I like to tainted metal. I like to build it up because I like to buy that suspicious, the suspicious stuff because, you know, X modules are a crapshoot. They could be fantastic or they can be utter garbage. So I'm gonna head back to our freighter now. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So that's how you get those awesome freighter modules that you need. Look how nice this is. It's so big and open. I love it. I love it. That's how you get the freighter modules that you need to go ahead and upgrade your ship. And now you see we can add additional storage because we got that one. We're going to add it in here for now. But one thing I did want to show you with the freighter, this is what those S grade modules are. If you go for the technology at the end of the mission, this is what they do. This one gives 15% better on my mining frigate missions. Got 3 of them for a total of 45%. And then here we have 3 for trade, 1 for scientific, and then this one here is more efficient with the fuel. So, and I imagine there's also one for combat. I haven't seen one of those yet, but I'm sure eventually we'll get that. When we do, I'll put it in here and we'll go forth. And if this works like other things, like your suit and your starship, you'll probably be able to have 3 in here and 3 here, you know, of each one. So we'll see when we get that many, but for now I kind of want to flesh out especially this technology area. I don't have a lot of room in there. It's getting tight. And then of course we'll put some more room in here. All right, well, thanks for joining me, everybody, for another episode of No Man's Sky. I guess we'll call this the Freighter Guide Part 2, just kind of give you an idea of how to farm some of the parts that you need to make your freighter that much bigger, better, and badass, right? So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Don't forget to also leave a comment and a like on the video down below. Let me know what you think of everything. It's a lot of fun, this game, and I appreciate any time you share it on social media. We'll see you the next time.